find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On first down, Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A man who played collegiately in nearby Tempe, the old Sun Devil, it's Rashad White. Play 3 of the drive, not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, a run from White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Cardinals at 4-10 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Brady, he'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They give to White on the option. And he's got room. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Brady gives this to White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's White. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Shotgun now for Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Going for the deep ball. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, throw left side, complete. That's counter. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Third down and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Prater's kick is good, and they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to White. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 38, Brady.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
A final shot before half for Murray. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Brady now on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The drive will start with Connor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to look deep for more.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
That one caught out wide by Julio. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. On play action, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Woods. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jelani Woods, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Brady's going to look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
57 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he stopped immediately there.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And the Cards are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Prater for the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Read option, this is White. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to break our 4th quarter time. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
You got to remember one thing. Vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl VII. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Brady. He's got his man. It's White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, here's White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Brady. That is intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. for Herbert.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
To throw is Brady.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to look deep for more.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Arizona, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the